Okay, it's really not that deep, okay? I'm assuming you just don't have as much fun playing TF2 as you once did. That's okay, it's bound to happen. TF2 is such a cult type game, it's common that those who consider themselves fans of the game give their most played spot on Steam to TF2, blowing away other games in comparison. It takes priority, because you like it more. But you don't like it anymore, do you? Of course you do. You like the game, but no class feels new or exciting anymore, and neither do their loadout counterparts. Neither do the other game modes. Most of your friends still enjoy it, but you don't. Here's what we're going to do. This is a simple 5-step recovery program designed to help you rehabilitate into the Badlands. The first 2 steps are basic. If you've played TF2 for a while, you've probably tried it, but in case this is the first time you feel burnt out, these first 2 steps may help you. I know I've already briefly mentioned this a little bit, but let's assume in any case that you haven't tried this. When you play, it might be the case that you only play on a few maps. I personally almost exclusively play on Hightower, Doomsday, King of the Hill, and Capture the Flag. I like playing independently from the team and just running around with no brain trying to get kill streaks, or messing about with mobility. You'd be surprised how much the game changes, for example, going from 2 fort to upward. Not only are players, on average in my experience, a lot better, but the atmosphere is completely different. A lot of the time there's more teamwork and tension, and the game has a completely different feel. I know it seems quite obvious, but if you haven't already, try and stray from the comforts of the 2 fort battlements and explore the outside world. Learning new skills such as rocket jumping, trick stabbing and trimping can be so rewarding. There's no cap of how adept you can become. You can always get better and better, and it can feel very liberating watching yourself progress and getting increasingly proficient. Just try not to look up montages. It could be inspiring, but there's always going to be some sweatlord with 10,000 hours on TF2 that can do everything 100% better than you ever could. It's insane how much these little skills can completely change the way you play, and I think if it wasn't for these mechanics I would have left the game ages ago. There are even whole communities and maps designed for helping you learn, and if you're still quite new to TF2 and you haven't tried these, I really recommend it. Because you can never truly reach the top of the skill ceiling, it will be hours and hours and hours before you get bored. The custom game modes in TF2 are insanely diverse, and I think a lot are forgotten. Some can be considered their own game entirely. They have so much depth, and a high percentage of my playtime has gone into them. Here are some of the best, or most popular ones. You've probably seen me play this in one of my videos before. It's a Mirror's Edge inspired mod where you can slide, swing, climb, wall jump, wall run and sprint. If you run for a while without being interrupted, you gain a speed boost. It's such a satisfying game mode to play. You can take it slowly or race to beat your best times, you can race other players or your friends, and I really can't stress how great it feels. It's a bit buggy, and might feel clunky at first, but once you come to the terms with how it plays, you'll have a great time. This even has its own game mode, similar to Oddball from Halo, where you can keep an objective and whatever team keeps it for the longest time wins. This game mode is pretty much uncontested, and when performed correctly, it's arguably more fun than base TF2 in my opinion. You can be on the prison officers team or the prisoners team, who only have melee weapons. Prisoners must partake in a series of mini-games until one prisoner is the victor, and they get to choose a rule for the next day. They could have a free day or choose the mini-games for the next day, or whatever they want really. One of the guards is the warden, and decides the rules on what's going to happen in the prison that day, or round. If a prisoner is out of line or tries to escape, the warden can kill them. But how do you win as a prisoner, or how do you actually escape? Well, if you can manage to get away from the guards while the mini-games are taking place, there are various ways on maps to get some ammo. So if you're savvy enough, you can escape, get weapons and kill the guards and warden. If you can pull that off, all the prisoners win the round and it's extremely satisfying. The one issue however is that a lot of the time, especially on public servers, the warden can just be that one kid who's currently getting bullied at school and takes all his anger out on just being a control freak.
Look, I'll show you, the ball insta-kills!
I would say the perfect environment to play in is in private with friends. It's such a great time, and I couldn't really recommend any game mode more. This one's pretty simple, just air blast the rocket away when it comes to you. There are 2 teams, and once one team is completely eliminated, the other team wins. The rocket gets faster and faster, and the skill cap gets extremely high. I really recommend it. One team are chosen as runners, which need to traverse an obstacle course. The other team activates traps in the course to kill the runners. If any runners make it to the end, they have a chance of killing the trap activators, or deaths. I also highly recommend this. It's an amazing feeling being able to get to the end as a runner, as it is quite hard. You might find at the beginning that it's quite boring, you won't know the traps and you spend a lot of the time dead waiting to respawn, but I guess it's an incentive to get better faster. Bruh. One player is chosen as Big Boy Juggernaut Man, and the other players have to try and kill them before they kill everyone. I never really played this that much, but people really seem to love it, so give it a go. Another one is called Slender Fortress. It's pretty much just multiplayer Slender Man. I never really got that, to be honest, but hey, give it a go. So here it is, the TF2 boredom killer, the thing that will save you and keep you wanting to play the game. You're gonna be annoyed. I'm gonna show you this picture of Penguin first before I tell you, just to cheer you up. Okay, just take a break. Seriously, if you like TF2, you'll come back to it eventually. Just stop playing, do something else. You'll find the game so much more fun when you do come back from a break. Now's the time to do whatever you want. You can draw, make music, write, find your new hobby. It doesn't even need to be another video game either. Your friends might still be playing TF2, but you can do whatever you want to. I'm sure they won't just kick you out of the squad because you don't want to play 2-4. It's a time for you to find your passion and what you love to do. You'll come back to TF2 if you really do like it, and if not, you can find a thing that you'll never truly get bored of. Now's your time to find out. I can't stress this enough. TF2 will always be there, but your free time won't always be. Now's your time to go out and find what you truly love. I know that sounds sloppy, but it's the best advice I can give.
Hey there, my name is ArraySeven. I'm doing an interview for Oris TV. I am a Team Fortress 2 YouTuber. I am a medic main, and I just like making videos of screwing around certain things that I find interesting, or whatever sort of tutorials for medic I feel will make people better at the game. I was asked to answer the question, what do you do to avoid TF2 burnout? And I would like to say there is literally nothing you could do to avoid it, right? You can enjoy this game all you like, but it's not going to change the fact that every once in a while it's going to get stale. But the nice thing about TF2 is that it's got such a consistency with how it's played over time, right? I've been playing this game since 2009, right? And while, yes, they've added new features and everything, and they've added new weapons and whatever, it's still the same game I loved back when I was younger. This was 10 years ago when I started playing. It's still that same game at its heart. Sure, it's, you know, got a lot more goofy stuff in it, but that doesn't matter because it all feels like it's still TF2, and I love it. So yeah, there's literally no way to avoid TF2 burnout. It's best to just play until you do feel burnt out or the game feels stale or whatever, and then just take a break. Just take a break, play some Dishonored or Call of Duty, whatever you like to do. Go knit or something. Do whatever you like for a little bit, and then soon you'll be sitting on the couch or, you know, just kind of idle, and you would think to yourself, you know what I really want to do? I really want to play TF2. And that's when TF2 comes back, and that's the nice thing, because TF2 will always have such a spot in your heart that you'll always want to come back to it, which is great. I love that. I suppose thank you for having me. My name is ArraySeven. You have a fantastic day.
I really agree with Array. If you're bored, you're bored. Don't try too hard to force fun because you won't have any. So there you have it. If you've taken note of these 5 pieces of advice and are still bored of TF2, let me know why and put it in the comments. If it's the lack of updates or because you just grew up and don't find it fun anymore, I want to know. I hope you've enjoyed, feel free to like the video and follow me on Twitter, and as always, have a great day, and I'll see you in a few days.